Leone. So I'm going to be showcasing 3 different street foods that are popular in Sierra Leone. Some of them are already on my YouTube channel, but I decided to do it again because I want to add a little bit of twist and show you how we can transform our street food. In Sierra Leone, most of our street food, you don't get to see them in parties. Like when people have parties and stuff like that, you don't get to see the street food. So it's only basically on the street. Like when you want to eat it, you go outside and buy it and stuff like that. But today I'm here to add a little bit of twist to this street food. Like when you have parties, you can add this street food. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it and how to present it. For example, if you have a cocktail party, these kind of foods are really good for cocktail parties. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do this. So I will start by thanking all my subscribers, and if you're new to this channel or this is the first time you're coming across my channel, you're welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. So guys, I'll start by telling you, if you don't know where Sierra Leone is, Sierra Leone is a small country in the western part of Africa with a 7.8 million of population. It's a beautiful country. The natural structure is so beautiful with a lot of beaches around it. And I know most of the people around the world only hear about Sierra Leone when it comes to 12 years of civil war, Ebola or mudslides, all these negative things. People in Sierra Leone are so friendly. They like foreigners. So if you're a foreigner, you're thinking about visiting Sierra Leone, do not hesitate to do so. So I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Binta. I'm originally from Sierra Leone, as you can tell. So, and I'm presently studying BSc nursing, but I have so much passion for cooking, so I decided to open a small YouTube channel where I can showcase Sierra Leone dishes. But normally I showcase other dishes from around the world, so that's why most of the time I refer to my channel as the channel where we travel around the world through our stomach. But mostly I'm here to showcase Sierra Leone dishes. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So if you're interested to see, please keep watching. So like I said, I'm going to show you 3 different street food in Sierra Leone which are popular. So I'm just going to show you quickly what they are and we get straight into the video. So firstly, this is minced chicken. I'm going to make chicken ball. It is a very famous street food in Sierra Leone. Normally we make it with fish or chicken. So for this, the purpose of this video, I'm going to be using chicken because I don't have enough fish. But the most popular one is the fish ball in Sierra Leone. We call it untu. So that's the first dish. I'm going to show you exactly what I will be doing with it and where I will be adding my own twist. And then I'm going to be making cassava bread. Cassava bread is very famous in Sierra Leone. And years back, you can only get this cassava bread in a particular spot because that's where they sell it. So if you want to eat cassava bread, you have to go to a place called just outside the city a little bit called Waterloo. So that's where you get cassava bread. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to make cassava bread today and add my own twist and make it like a cocktail, cocktail food, which it looks similar to like tacos. And then the other one is, so I'm not going to show you all the ingredients, but these are the ingredients I'll be using to make my chicken ball cassava bread. And I'm going to make cucumber ground soup. Cucumber ground soup is so common in Sierra Leone, guys. Like, we just like to have it at home, put it in a big bowl and put everything inside in the same bowl and mix it together and eat it. It's so simple, but you can see it's only made from cucumber, so it's kind of healthy. But I'm going to add my own twist and show you how you can make cucumber ground soup, for like cocktail parties, which looks really good, rather than just putting it in a big bowl. So these are the 3 dishes I will be making: cucumber ground soup, chicken ball and cassava bread. So let's get started, guys. So I'll start by showing you how to make the chicken ball, which we call unto in Sierra Leone. I've got some 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper and some chopped onion in the bowl. And I'm just going to add my minced chicken into the same bowl. And then I'll go ahead and add 1 Maggi cube. You can use salt if you want, but I prefer Maggi to salt. And then I'm using half a teaspoon of black pepper. And then this is 1 tablespoon of ginger and 1 teaspoon of garlic. So my hands are clean, guys. I'm just going to use my hands to mix everything. You can use gloves or spoon, whichever you prefer. So I'm adding a little bit of seasoning oil. This is also optional, but I like to add a little bit. And then I'm going to use some cornmeal. We normally add the cornmeal to, to keep the chicken ball together when you're cooking it. So I'm adding about 1 cup of cornmeal. So I'll just mix everything up. So I've got some water and a clean plate. So at this point, I will start making my chicken ball. So you can make any size that you prefer, whether it's small or big. I'm just making medium sizes. So this is the size I'm looking for. And then this is what I'll basically keep on doing until everything is balled. So this is how it's looking so far. So I'm just going to steam my chicken ball here in the pot. I've got some water. I'm going to add everything up and I'll leave it to cook for about 5 to 6 minutes, and that's it, guys. So here I'm going to be adding my twist. This is some cabbage and apple. I'm going to refer to it as apples coleslaw. So I'm just roughly grating my carrot and apple, and I'm just using the outside bit of the apple. So I'll transfer everything into the clean bowl, and then I'll add half a lemon and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. So I'm just eyeballing, and this is white wine vinegar. This is optional, but I like to add. So I added about half a teaspoon, and then I'm adding some black pepper, some mixed herbs, and just a little bit of Maggi cube. You can also use salt. So I'm just going to mix this up and then transfer it into a smaller bowl. So I'm going to make pepper sauce and ketchup together. Like, I'm going to mix it together. This is already made, my pepper sauce. So I'm just adding some ketchup, and then I will mix everything up. So this is the end product, guys. This is my chicken ball, apple coleslaw and stuff. So here in the pan, I'm going to start making my cassava bread. Now the pan is hot enough to start making it. So I'm using my cookie cutter. So this is just to help me give my cassava bread a good shape. So if you want to see how I process my cassava, go watch my other video on how to make cassava bread. So I did everything from scratch. So this is how I basically keep on doing everything until I finish making my cassava bread. So as you can see, that is the shape I'm looking for. So I'm just going to turn my cassava bread on the other side to cook. So this is what we'll keep on doing, guys. It's a hard work to make cassava bread, but yeah, it's worth everything at the end because it's really nice. So now I'm going to the next step to make my cucumber ground soup. That is some dry fish that I already went ahead and blended. So I'm adding some chopped onion and 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. So I'm going to use half a lime and 1 Maggi cube. So I'm just going to mix everything up and set it aside. So as you can see, I went ahead and just roughly peeled my cucumber just to give it some pattern, nothing else. So I'm just going to cut it into bigger chunks like that, and then I will show you what I will be doing next. So I'm just going to scoop the middle bits of the cucumber or cucumbers. So I'm just scooping some out, just making like a kind of a hole where I will be able to put my ground soup, the one that I've made earlier. But just make sure you don't scoop all the way to the bottom, otherwise everything's gonna leak out. So we're just making a little bit of hole. So now I'm done. I'm just going to transfer it into a clean plate, and then I'll start filling my cucumbers with my ground soup. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm just filling it. So normally we don't eat ground soup like this in Sierra Leone. We kind of just cut everything and put it in the same bowl and mix it up. But I want to show you how you can use this as a cocktail party food. So now I'm going to the next step. I'm adding some red cabbage and red onion into the bowl. Normally I like to use caviar, but I don't have. So now I'm adding some chopped cucumbers as well. And this is some seafood sauce. So I'm just adding everything up. And then I'll add a little bit of black pepper. And then I'm going to still continue topping up my cucumber. So this is the end product, guys. Look at how nice it's looking. You can just use this as a cocktail party food. So next we're going to our cassava bread, which I already made earlier. So I'm just going to place some in that plate, and then we'll go to the next step. So I'm using these 2 cassava bread on the chopping board. So I went ahead and made some pepper sauce off camera. So I'm just adding that pepper sauce onto the cassava bread, and then I'll put these 2 together, and I'm just going to chop it quickly into smaller cubes, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to add some of the sauce onto the other cassava bread in the plate, just a little bit. And now I'm going to add this cassava bread on top of the sauce, like that, as you see me doing. And this is some fried fish. I went ahead and removed all the bones and break it into smaller pieces. So I'm just adding my fried fish to the cassava bread. So it's kind of similar to like tacos, if that makes sense. So now I'm adding some sliced onions. You can basically add anything that you like to this cassava bread. So I'm just adding my onions, like I said. And now I'm adding some chopped cucumbers. Just a little bit. And now I'm adding some tomatoes as well. So guys, this is our end product, our cassava bread. So basically this is all the 3 dishes that I made. This is our chicken ball with coleslaw, tomato ketchup and onions. And then I went ahead and added a little bit of rose petals to the plate just to give it some nice colors. So this is our cassava bread, guys. It looks so similar to like tacos. I don't want any Mexican coming for me. But this is our cucumber ground soup. This is just to showcase our street food and to show all the other people out there that we can actually transform our street food to like any party food. This can be like the cucumber ground soup, and the chicken ball can be a good starter, guys. And this cassava bread can be a starter and also a main course. Look at how nice it's all looking. Look how delicious it is, guys. Trust me. It was really delicious. We had a good time eating all of this, guys. So if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and thank you for watching.